gave my non-arty hubby the challenge to spend $100 on secret art supplies I could then create new art with. This could either be a huge success or a total disaster. Which will it be? Let the fun begin. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit fun, a little bit different for me. I have an Amazon box here. I gave my hubby $100 and I told him to buy art supplies. It's just him buying things that he thinks will be really cool to make art with. So that's what today's going to be about. I've seen other YouTubers do it with their partners. They've gone to a store and they've bought things. We've just done this on Amazon online because it's easier. There's Black Friday sales. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to open the box. There's a second parcel on the side. I'm going to open everything on video. I'm going to look at all the products. If there's any swatching to do, I'll do that. Do a little bit of art with it. And then at the end, I'll obviously have a piece of art to show you all. Time to see what's inside this box. Time to open. Ooh. And there's one more parcel. This one he did open just to make sure it was part of the challenge. I've taped it. I do not know what's in here. I was actually expecting a sketchbook, but there's already a sketchbook on the table, so it's not that.
Nice.
This is actually funny because last week, for some reason, I started looking up black paper. I don't know why. There's something in my head that says I want to do something with black paper. So that's very cool. It's a very shiny paper. I think these markers maybe for the paper. These are chalk markers, which is very different to me. I haven't used chalk markers. I've only used alcohol markers and paint markers. 24 metallic pens with 6 stencils. I'm looking at this. I thought this was paper. That's why I'm rereading this. I'm going pens. This just looks like it's going to be metallic paper when I saw the 30 pack. These, I can't get them out individually. There we go. I have not seen these before. Let me look. Oh, wow, they're very thick. They will also work on the black paper, the stencils. We have a Derwent Academy art diary. It is 110 GSM paper, acid free. Get to this one. This is very cute. It is a little paint kit. I have not seen this before either. Let's get it open. Oh wow. Oh my god. That is these are the cutest little palettes in the entire universe. That is really adorable. Okay, I was very surprised when I opened this because I saw these 3 on the pack. It has all these tiny little animals that I had no clue they were going to be in here. There's also some little trees and rocks and things to add a little setting, and then it looks like there is this map. So there's our African safari map, and just looking at the little paints that come with these, there's little pots, the little brushes. The brushes are never fantastic. They're always very, very plasticky. We'll see how they go. We'll give them a try, and if we have to change them out, we will. But the aim of this challenge is not to try and use other things. The aim of the challenge is to just use the products that is in front of me. Okay, this is the last one. It is obviously 80 color pencil shuttle art. I've heard of a lot of these brands before. I've seen them a lot on Amazon. Some of these cheaper pencil brands from the reviews seem to get quite amazing results. Like people can be obsessed in some of these. I have a few different Harper pencils, but I don't have any soft core pencils, so I'm kind of hoping these will be soft core. Okay, wow, we got a sketch pad. It is 160 GSM, which is quite nice. It's a little bit thicker than the Derwent paper. It's a very small pad compared to the Derwent one. This size is almost like a bag size, something that you can take with you. So here it is. Oh wow, the paper is a little bit, it's definitely thicker. Got a nice texture. There is something in a box. Oh, sharpener. Ah, it's a pencil extender, which has got 2 ends. Okay, this is an adult colouring book. Oh, test page for the swatches. There's different little characters, same size as the sketchbook. I don't know if I'll get to every single thing in the video though, because there's a lot of stuff. Okay, there's a color chart for swatching, and here is the pencils. I'm one of these people that just likes to have my pencils in the same order always. I don't know why, I'm silly. They're beautiful. And they keep going. It's a lot of pencils. I was getting confused because 80 is not dividable by 3. So it looks like there's 26 in this first row, and I guess there's 27 in the other 2 rows. And we'll swatch these out. We'll swatch it on here. I know everyone always says you should swatch it on the paper you're going to use it for, but for now I'm going to swatch it on this and leave this in the pencil tin. Time to swatch. It's so bizarre that the swatch list is not actually numbered in order. It seems to be like there's greens and some reds, more reds, purples, greens again, getting into all the different blues, browns and yellows, and the earthy colours over here. So it's really strange because I'm trying to find this pencil and it's hard to find where everything is grey blue. Okay, all the swatching is done. There are a few colours that are a little bit similar to each other. Light ochre and lilac are very similar. What I do love about this set, these kind of colours that look very Barbie girl kind of colours, I don't know, they're just pretty. I like them a lot. It's actually nice to have a lot of pinks and purples. I find a lot of sets don't necessarily have that. The greens are good because my polychromos have a lot of very vibrant bright greens. I don't have a lot of those kind of bottle greens, the grass greens, the greens that you'll find more in nature. So it's actually really pleasant to have that set here, but it's an 80 set, so you kind of expect it. My OCD does kick in a lot when they put a grey and a brown in the middle of the purples. The chalk markers, wow, they are huge. Oh, they come with little stickers, little blackboards. There's a whole bunch of pages. It's gone. You can still see a very dark hello there, but it's mostly gone. I think these labels would actually be great for kitchen items, like things in the pantry, because you can just reuse them. These do not have any numbers on them, so I'm just going to swatch them, but I can't number them. There is all of the markers. They're kind of not bright colours, but then they're metallic, so that picks up a lot of light. And then these ones are just the opposite. The chalk paint's very bright. I love that we tried the actual chalk paint on the actual card, and it did come off as the packet says. The pencils are beautiful, and that is the swatching I've done for this. I'm going to do some more swatching soon, but on the black paper. The orange is a little bit, probably needs another coat. The yellow is a little bit the same, a little bit see-through, a little bit transparent, but it's not too bad. The white, I had trouble on the other paper as well. It actually is not as strong as any of the colors, and I noticed it's a little bit grainy, and it's the one color that's actually come through the page. They all came out beautifully on the black paper, no smudging. And even comparing the colors here to here, they just You just can't see it. The vibrancy is just not there. The fluoros look good on either. Actually, orange works really well on this paper, on this more textured paper than it did on this paper. And the yellow is probably the same. The rest were really good. The white was still very gritty, and it actually brought the paper up, which is kind of what it did here. These metallic markers look amazing on the black paper. They look okay on the white paper, but it doesn't really show them what they can do. It's kind of, they're a little bit boring on the white paper or the cream paper. On the white paper, they just don't really stand out. The pigment's not really, you know, that exciting, but here they look so gorgeous. There's so many beautiful colors in there. I love this red. I love these kind of tealy colors. Some nice pinks. This blue is beautiful. This is beautiful. Lots of great colors. Now, I want to swatch out some of the pencils on here. I'm not going to do every pencil because there's 80 of them, and I've already got an idea of the actual colors and what they are. I just want to see if these pencils work on black paper. The pencils worked okay. They're not designed for black paper. I found the red and the orange were probably the ones that didn't show up as well. The yellow is a little bit the same. I actually think these darker colors, the blues, the greens, even the pink actually came up quite close to what the lead was. I decided to start my $100 challenge by painting the elephant first. I thought it'd be just a fun way to get started, and it was something that would be really easy, but I did have an issue. There wasn't a lot of paint in these little tiny paint pots, so I ran out of white paint really quickly, which meant I did not have enough paint to paint the other animals. Being that this challenge is all about using the products supplied, I wasn't going to then use other acrylic paints, but I will paint those at a later date, and I also got to use the animals as inspiration for the remainder of the video. For my second art piece, I used the white A4 sketchbook and the colour pencils as my main tools, with a little help from the metallic markers as well as my giraffe friend on the side. I really enjoyed this piece and found it a lot of fun to produce. The pencils are so nice and have a really strong pigment, which I love. I was able to add quite a few layers and create some really nice gradients and some beautiful rich colours. I actually didn't like the colour I chose for the neck and was able to erase a lot of the pencil with an electric eraser. It did leave some discoloration, but considering these pencils do apparently have a lot of oil in them, I didn't expect any colour would lift that easily. To make the eyes popped, I used the metallic markers to give them some nice colour and also used those markers for the line work. Keep watching to see how the giraffe turns out, but I will say I'm very happy with this piece. Next up was the black sketchbook and the chalk markers. I was actually fairly excited to start this one, knowing the colours would pop against the black paper. Sticking with an African animal theme, I chose to paint a zebra. The black paper worked perfectly for this because of the black stripes, and I used the neon colours for the white areas, and then used the metallic markers at the end to help finish off the piece. And here are my finished pieces. As I've said already, I really enjoyed drawing and colouring the draft. The pencils and paper worked well together and the African inspiration was perfect. The zebra was much more challenging. The chalk markers are, who would have guessed it, chalky. They don't really layer at all, which I was hoping they would, since the orange and the yellows are not very pigmented and I wanted to go over them a few times. The chalk lifts off the paper if you try to go over the spot many times, which is to be expected from chalk. I didn't get to use the metallic markers enough through the challenge. I wanted to do more of them, but I was aware that the video was getting really long and therefore relegated them to a supporting character. I will definitely go back and do more with these, as well as finish painting the African animals. Was it a success or a disaster, as asked at the start of the video? I think it was definitely a success, as I had a great time and got to try new things. I'm not a pencil artist. Creating a pencil art piece alone is a success. The chalk markers may not have worked as well, but that's okay. This wasn't about finding the perfect tools, it was about having fun and giving someone else the control to buy things, knowing that anything can happen. That is it for today. Thank you so much for coming. Please remember to hit the like button and to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.